Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah 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 Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswati Namaha.
Om Shri Saraswati Namaha.
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.
Om Shri Guru Namaha.
Om Shri Krishnaya Namaha.
Om Shri Krishnaya Namaha.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
So we all are studying a beautiful text called as Tattva Bodha. And in Tattva Bodha, in last session we have seen a topic called as Sthula Sharira, called as gross body. When we understand gross body and the analysis of the gross body, what is happening then? We are coming closer to the reality. If you do not do right analysis, you cannot come close to the reality. Please note it. Example, like if somebody is suffering with some disease, then you have to do a blood analysis and so many tests. Then you are closer to the reality. And then treatment is easier. If you do not do analysis, then what is? Then called as do this, called as experiment, do that experiment, and so on. And therefore, analysis helps us to come closer to the reality. Now here is a very subtle point. It is not that one who knows reality can follow the reality. Please note it. Knowing is one part, following is a totally different part. But unless and until you know, you cannot think of following it up close. Okay? So the first part is, first let us know. Let us know the reality. Having known the reality, mind and intellect will improve at least 10%, if not 90%. Whosoever, because this knowledge has its own power. It will flash you the right thing and then you will realize, my God, why am I so disturbed? The reality is this. Then you will drop that thought of disturbance. So this is how this knowledge is extremely useful for everyone on different levels. Knowledge becomes your own and you can follow only when your mind is totally pure. I'm just making you aware. Till then, the knowledge remains as an information, as any other information. but it is not as a tool, or it is not a savior during any difficult situation. Let us know it. Otherwise, people will say, oh, that person was so knowledgeable, but where did he do the right thing? You must know why then. Is this clear to everyone? It's not only that the knowledge gaining is important on the information level. Then our job is to give a right place. What is the right place? Complete purity of the mind. Otherwise, there are n number of philosophical departments in hundreds of universities everywhere. That does not mean they are following the knowledge. Please note it. Hope it is clear? So the first point is knowing the reality. That it's yes. Let me just first know it. If you don't know the best, how can you strive for the best? Tell me. Because you do not know what is best. Yeah, so this is an important thing. Now I'll just give some glimpse. Once we had been to Vaishnavi Devi Yatra with so many people. And when Amma was there, who was from 3-4 years dying to go, and she got this chance. The other also different places of pilgrimage was also there. When we reached on the top and now wants to take a darshan, this Amma developed a fever 103 and started shivering. The husband was also there. No, husband, what to do? So husband said, let us go down. At least, I can save you. Put on the horse without taking the darshan. Came on top. Satkarma janyam. Hope it is clear. How our own karmas help. Now another part. Second time I went to Kailash Manasarovar, it was in 2017-18. Again when Amma and little 60 plus, they thought, let us go by pony horse. Second day of the parikrama, it is 22 kilometers. And there is a Dolma Pass, a mountain, which you have to climb up and then come down. Climbing up, horse has no problem, taking you on the back. Coming down, it can't do that. So, they already tell you that yes, this is not possible. So then, the Amma and this person went. Now, this whole atmosphere and condition are such that you cannot remain close to anyone. That's how it is. Because everything is different. So this Amma and that horse fellow went up. And she was alone on top. And this fellow, without telling, because the language you do not know ABCD of that fellow, you can imagine in Tibet, took the horse and went. This person doesn't know what to do. She started crying. भगवान उठा लो मुझे, मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकती. From somewhere, a young boy came. Didn't speak anything. Hold her with her hand and just started walking. And she, as spellbound, started walking behind that point. 1 hour, both of them are walking. 1 hour, without stop. And this Amma doesn't know how to walk actually. On the mountains. 1.5 hours they came down. And she, here is my God. Let me give something to the boy. She took purse. There is no one around. Again she started crying. That's how Buddha I am. That he came and I did not understand. Satkarmajanyam. Now I'll give both examples. One which was of a demerit, one which was of total merit. Please understand. And therefore righteousness is must in life. Wherever you are, doesn't matter. Why? Because I have understood what is the result of it. That is the point. It is not for someone to fill up the belly. It only requires 2 chapatis. Why for so much? If it's coming the right way, it's fine. I'm not saying just remain in jhopdi. But let us not fall down by any chance, by any means, for anything. That should be clear in mind. If my right effort, if everything comes, Bhagavan says, that is your credit. Whatever then you can do with that. But let us not get into unrighteous things, because every action you have to pay the result of it. Through you. Okay. So this is gross body. Now we are turning towards the subtle body. What is subtle body? Sukshma shariram kim? Please repeat. Apanchikrita Panchamahabhutaihi Krutam Satkarmajanyam Sukha Dukha Adi Bhoga Sadhanam. There it was said Bhoga Ayatanam. Here it is said Bhoga Sadhanam. It is instrument. There it is called as vessel. That's the difference. Panchajnanendriyani Panchakarmendriyani Panchapranadayah Manascha ekam Buddhischa eka Evam saptadashakalabihi Saha yattishtati Tat sukshma shariram. Now it is said, what is subtle body? There it is said, Panchikruta Panchamahabhutaihi. So I said there, Panchikruta, grossified elements. Here, Apanchikruta, that means those subtle elements are not gone under any process. They are as it is. And as it is, all those 5 elements which are in a subtle form, without the grossification process, are called as Tanmatra. Technical name, if you want to remember. Tanmatra.
Please repeat.
Those 5 elements which are subtle in origin, they haven't gone under the process of grossification. Those 5 elements which are subtle, they are called as tanmatra. So now tanmatra, 5 tanmatras. How? All subtle. Without the grossification process. Which is the body? Subtle body. So the subtle 5 elements. Hope it is clear now. What is subtle? That which you cannot see. That is subtle. That means this water is a gross water and there is a subtle water. Just for explanation. This air is a gross air. There is a subtle air. This Agni is gross Agni. There is a subtle Agni, and so on. Okay? What is meant by gross and what is meant by subtle? Please note. In our body, all 5 elements are there or not?
Yes.
All 5 are there. It looks like only an earth, but all 5 are there. Got it? Similarly, in every gross 5 element, in every gross element, there are other 4 elements. पानी में 4 अन्य भी है. कौन से पानी में? ये पानी में. Is this clear? This looks like a water, but when you heat it, then the Agni part of it gets completely first position. And that's why it is hot. Is this clear to everyone? Because it has that Agni content and therefore it can be hot. If it is not there, can it be? No, it is not possible. Similarly, a wood looks like it is only earth. The moment you bring closer to the fire, then you see the fire in it. Yes or no?
Yes.
That's how it is. And the sound? Yes. When it starts blazing, the sound is also there. Okay. So, hope it is clear now. Grossified 5 elements and subtle 5 elements. What is the difference? Is this clear?
If we do not bring fire to the contact of the wood, how will the wood burn? I mean, that's my question.
It won't burn.
It won't burn. So it's an external agent which makes it burn, doesn't it?
It is not an external agent. External agent you bring near to something else which does not have that fire content. No? Because there is inside, then only it burns, no?
Yes.
Yeah, it's inflammable.
Therefore, now understand, I'm just putting it very subtle now. Unless and until the knowledge is inside everyone, can you have a knowledge?
Yes.
Hope the point is hit correctly.
Knowledge is ignited.
Thank you.
Knowledge is there in everyone. Where it is? Means what? Sleep चल रहा है उसका. Because your intention is somewhere else. Attention. It says okay. Go ahead. The moment it comes in front of the knowledge, it says now I cannot stop. It's now my turn. It just get completely enlightened. This is the point. Okay. So, Sukshma Sharira. Apanchikrita Panchamahabhutaihi Krutam. Again, actions. Which action? Satkarma Janya. Now please understand. subtle mind and subtle body is also because of your own actions. Now you can imagine, there are people right from the beginning, small children, some are so quiet, so helpful, and very studious, and very so-called as honest. We have all seen or not? There are. Some people are right from the beginning, Kumbhakarna, Ravana and Kansa. Together mixture of. Yes or no? Right from the beginning, nobody is teaching them anything. Why? Mind and intellect is of such a bad quality. Please understand, whosoever having whatever mind, whatever buddhu intellect is because of his or her good, bad karmas. किसी ने किसी को अच्छी बुद्धि टच करके नहीं दी है. Please note it, my dear. It is because of my n number of right past karmas. I have purified my mind and intellect and have reached here wherever we all are. I give an example of Adi Shankaracharya. At age 6, he took a sannyas. At age 10 also, we did not know what is sannyas. Yes or no? Did not know ABCD of sannyas. And that time he was sannyasi and he did so much of work for that. Satkarma Janyam. Is this clear? This is a point. Now please note, should you waste any time in improving anyone's mind? Anyone's intellect? Swamiji, I want to improve his mind. Waste enough time and waste your life and nothing will come out of it. If you are wise, you will focus on yourself. If you are otherwise, Bhagavan will not. Now please note it, which category we all fall in. Not a single minute you should waste on who is doing what. There is no point. It is waste. Absolute waste. Because unless and until his time comes or her time comes, nobody can do anything. It's a point to be noted. Let us not waste a single minute on anyone's mind and intellect to improve or comment on. Both. Commenting on is also waste of time. स्वामी जी, बातें क्या करें फिर? कुछ भी आप बोलते रहते हो। सभी निकाल दिया सारे, बिल्कुल धरती नहीं रखी। See, that's how we, so much we are into that. If two people are sitting, they will not talk of each other, they will talk of 10 other people. Ayana, yes. Will they ever talk, how are you? What are your improvements in your life? What are your plans and how are you going to do your sadhana? No, Swamiji, you know what happened to Adani? Adani. 2 days Adani. 2 days instead of Adani, Ram Ram kiya hota to. Bhai Anabul. Adani will never know you. And there's no chance of you knowing him even nearby. Why should we waste so much of time in useless things? ये समझना जरूरी है. जिसका कर्म था वो भुगत रहा है, मैं क्यों उसके पीछे पड़ूं? I have no time for such useless thing. One has to understand. My time is my great, precious jewel. And I don't want to waste on these stupid things. ऐसे समझना जरूरी है. It is my precious jewel. अभी बोलते हैं सुख दुख आदि भोग साधनम. Sadhan is an instrument. Sadhan is instrument through which you are going to experience it. Body is instrument in which you are experiencing it. Hope it is clear?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Body में mind है और mind is that instrument which actually experiences sukha and dukkha. तो सुख और दुख आउटसाइड है कि इनसाइड है? It is all inside. Okay. Now please note it. What is the nature of sukha and dukkha? Arey, nature means what? It is only of nature of a thought. What do you understand by sukha? Describe me sukha. Nothing sukha, it's a thought. What is dukkha? It's a thought. Who has developed you? Why? One person is there, X. A and B. A says, this person is most useless. B says, how loving he is. Now this X person is what? Is your imagination. Is this clear? This is a point to register and note it. That I am superimposing my thoughts on everything and therefore I experience as per my superimposed ideas. It's not reality. Is this clear? See, whatever I am superimposing called as ideas. I superimpose example, idea of the best food for children. What are they? French fries. Now, there is called as a bodybuilder. He says, French fries? Oh, no. समझ में आ गए superimpose? One says, this is my joy. One says, this is my danger. It is a danger? No, it is not a danger, it is not a joy. It is your idea. It is your idea. Who is creating idea? Oh, my fertile mind. It is so fertile, unlimited ideas it has. For unlimited people. And it goes on and on. This is how we should understand. Hope it is clear. This is how the mind is actually. So that mind which is under the spell of this so-called as superimposition, and another part will come next when we discuss. Then it keeps going through continuous experiences of good and bad. Good and bad. Still we don't understand. Cell phone should be on. But it's going on and on. On and on. How is it so? So he came from America too, and he was in Delhi, and then a lot of journalists came to ask different questions. One wanted to pull his leg. He says, can you tell us, why did you take a sannyas? So he took one pause. He says, what otherwise an intelligent person can do? One word, and he just thrashed. What an intelligent person otherwise can do? To go and do a foolish job. What are you going to gain? I am not telling anything, any indication. But one has to understand, okay, I have understood now lot about this only. Whatever I have done, it's fine. But now it will go on. But that is not only focus of my life. This should be realized. You cannot stop that. It's not possible. Please note it. But intention will change. First, it was that alone. Why? That's only a life. That's only a joy. Now, that's all. I have understood. Yeah. It's like a drama. So it will continue. But now, my actions will have a completely different flavor. This is knowledge. Is this clear? Yes. Now it is said, what are they? What is the content of Sukshma Sharira? Pancha Jnanendriyani. 5 organ of senses. What are they? Eyes, ears, nose, skin, and then tongue. They are the 5 sense organ of perception. Perception means what? They perceive the whole world. And one organ has only one function to do. Eyes only can see form. My eyes are so bright. What? They can listen also. Let it be Aishwarya's eyes. They only can do one function. That's all. Hare Krishna. क्या करे कोई? Can you just put it off or not? If you can help someone, take someone else, please. You didn't do that because first, and that's what I'm, just requesting to give to someone to just put it off.
I have done that.
Are you sure?
Yes, I have.
How much? I'm grilling you to make you understand how we take a mistake. It's not just him, huh? In life, we keep doing mistakes, but we don't realize. That's the point. I'm not only just putting him, I'm just taking his example to make everyone understand. Okay. So, that's the Pancha Jnanendriyani. Karmendriyani called as organ of action. What are they? 2 hands, 2 legs. Then tongue is one, which is both. Right? It is organ of perception and it is organ of action also. Therefore it says, fiery speech. One word he has uttered and ruined the life of somebody. That's how it's an action. Okay. And then organ of reproduction and organ of evacuation. These are also called as organ of action. So 5 and 5, 10. Right? This is the content. Then what is there? Pancha prana. 5 pranas are there. They are also the content of Sukshma Sharir. Manascha ekam, buddhischa ekam. How many are there? Now it is 17. Saptadasha kalahi. This 17 component forms the subtle body. 1-7. Okay? Hope the subtle body is clear now? Yes. Next. Now it is explained, a great analysis.
What about pranas?
There are pranas, 5 pranas, but they are not important if we keep going detail into that. There are 5 pranas. What? Pana, apana, vyana, udana, samana. These are the pranas, vital force. Every prana has a simple different action, function to do. So they are called as pranas. They are also part of subtle. Why it is subtle? You can't see. That's the point one has to understand. That which is invisible, that which is not perceived through the sense organ, they are called as Sukshma. Anything जो आपके कर्मेंद्रिय या ज्ञानेंद्रिय से देखे या महसूस नहीं किए जाते, ऐसा जो भी है उसको कहते हैं सूक्ष्म. ध्यान में आ गया? हाँ. फिर वो कुछ भी रहने दो, जब वो ज्ञानेंद्रिय कर्मेंद्रिय से महसूस या जाना नहीं जा सकता है, उसको कहते हैं सूक्ष्म. Now it is said, the sense organs of perception. These are going a little fast. Huh? What are they? So, it is eyes. What is the function? To see. Okay? What is the function of this? To listen. What is the function? No, I don't have to describe this everything. Everyone knows what is the function. Okay? Then, what are the devatas? Now this I have to explain. Every sense organ is governed by a faculty. Faculty. What is called as faculty? Principle. Example. Earth has a gravitational force, and therefore everything you just toss up, it comes down. Why? This tattva, which is called as principle, is there in earth, and therefore it just falls on earth. Okay? So, the whole great earth, this so-called as pull of everything is governed by one principle called as gravity. Just for example. Similarly, every of our organ is governed by a principle. Principle. What is this principle? Very subtle principle. One principle now. Eyes. So it is said, who are the devatas of eyes? So it is mentioned here. Shotra Dig Devata. Shotra means ears. Dig Devatas, there are the devatas called as Dig Devatas, and they are maintaining faculty. They are the faculty for ear. Tvachaha Vayu. Vayu Devata. That is called as faculty. Chakshuhu Surya. Called as Surya Devata. Rasayana Varuna. Varuna Devata. Granasya Ashvina. Iti Dhyanendriya. Then Shabda Granam Shotriyasya Vishaya. What is the Vishaya? Vishaya means what is the that which is called as a Padartha. Padartha means object which is there. Then that is called as Shabda Grahanam. Tvacha Sparsha Grahanam. Chakshu Rupa Grahanam. Rasanaya Rasa Grahanam. Granasya Vishaya Gandha Grahanam. So these are the functions and these are the deities. Sense organ of action. What are they? Then it is said, Vacho Devata Agni. Fiery speech, Agni. Hasto devata Indraha. Pado devata Vishnuhu. Payoho, that is called the organ of evacuation, Mrityuhu. Upasthaha Prajapati, that's called as the organ of reproduction, Prajapatihi. Iti Karmendriya devata. Vacho Vishaya Bhashanam. Panyo Vishaya Vastu Grahanam. Padyo Vishaya Gamanam. Payo Vishaya Madatyagaha. Upastha Vishaya Ananda, that's called as reproduction. And this is how the sense organ and these deities are explained. Now comes the Karana Shariram. Karana Shariram.
Causal.
Please repeat.
Causal.
Anirvacha Anadi Avidya Rupam Shariradvayasya Karanamatram Satsvarupa Ajnanam Nirvikalpaka Rupam Yadadasti Tatkarana Shariram. What is Karana Shariram? Anirvacha. That means inexplicable. Why? Because that which is sukshma, that which is subtle, anyway cannot be explained at all by any means. How can you explain something? It should have some quality. If I show this, oh, you can write a big essay on it. Why? Because it has color, it has shape, it has content and so on. So as per your vocabulary, you can just put on and on, on and on, on and on, because there is a quality which you can explain. So, this Karana Sharira, which does not have any so-called as gross quality. When there is no gross quality, you cannot explain it at all. And therefore it is anirvachaniyam. It is inexplicable in terms of object. How we explain the object? In that way, it cannot be explained at all. Why? Avidya Rupam. How it is? Avidya Rupam. Avidya means ignorance. Now, ignorance, just example. Shastra gives example. Darkness is the closest example of ignorance. Now, explain the darkness.
Absence of light.
See, what is we are explaining? What it is. You are taking help of something to explain this. But we want it is. So, I don't know. That, what that, that where, what? You can't see. See, that's how it's all inexplicable. Avidya Rupam. Sharira Dvayasya Karanam. Now please understand. There are two Sharira. What are they? Sukshma and Sthula. Subtle body and the gross body. What is the cause of it? Karana Sharira. Why? All the vasanas are there. And as per your vasana, you are taking the body. Please note it. The dominant vasana, whatever the dominant vasanas, will be expressed as your physical body. And now you can reflect over it. Why there is such a varied, different people around me, my God. What is a vasana? I'll just touch one good vasana and one bad vasana. Extremes. Nirbhaya Kand of Delhi. I have to just touch the subject and you will say, my God. What a vasana. Can there be any bad vasana than this? Cannot be imagined. That's the only thing. Okay. This is also. Oh. Another. Then there are people like Sant Gyaneshwar Maharaj, Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya, Swami Vivekananda, Swami Tapon Maharaj, Swami Chinmaya, and list. My God, this is also asana. One is called as purified one is called as most ugly one. But that is both vasana. One vasana will remove your bondage. Another vasana will put you in bondage. Hope it is clear. All tamasic vasanas. What is called as tamasic vasanas? Addiction of joy through objects. Hope I said it. Addiction of joy through objects of the world. That's called as tamasic vasana. What is rajasic vasana? Oh, power and position. That is called as rajasic vasana. What is sattvic vasana? Mumukshutvam. That is the sattvic vasana. Mumukshutvam. Complete, great desire for the liberation. So slowly by doing right action, right spiritual practice, one can change the quality of asana. This is a point to be noted. And therefore, everyone has chance to reach to the sattvic vasana. Is this clear? Let that be there. But I have got such an instrument which can turn that to be the best. Please note it. There was one useless person called as Ratnakar Daku, and something happened, and then he started understanding and he started doing right action. Then that Ratnakar Daku became Maharishi Valmiki. Just imagine that vasana and this vasana. Yeah, so it is possible. Bhagavan has given us that beautiful instrument which can do any miracle. Please note it. Any miracle is possible through this. And if you want my statement to really understand, you have to read one book called as Autobiography of Yogi. Then you will realize, my God, this human being can do what not. One I'll tell you of that. This Babaji, who is a guru of Yogananda, he is a peon in post office during British time. And that Britisher is so disturbed because his wife is ill in London and he can't do anything now here. And he is extremely disturbed, crying. This peon comes to him, says, "Can I help you?" He looks at him. "What do you think of Yasa?" He says, "No, I don't think anything, but I can help you." He says, "I want to go to Delhi, I want to go to London, can you help me now?" He says, "If you allow me to happen, I can." He's taken aback. He says, "What do you want me to do?" He says, "Close your eyes. Stand in front of this wall and don't open till you get a bright light in front." He closes his eyes, walk through the wall and he's in London. Okay, you can read now. So what this is, you can, hope you understand now. This is also a human being, and we all are human beings. Yes or no?
Yes.
If that person can reach there, so we all can. But is what? Right efforts. That's the point. Right efforts is a key for every miracle in our life. Every miracle. Okay. So, Karana Sharira is this because of which we have received whatever you have received, good, bad, whatever, on this level. So please understand, as credentials are, you cannot imagine I want to become a king and your credentials are zero. No, that is not possible. So if you want to be a king, then your credentials has to be like a king. You will get it. So credentials will prove what you can get. What is called as credentials? By your right actions, what are you gaining in your life?
Karma.
Yeah, with your right action. Karma ke saath. Then you can definitely reach anywhere. And it is really true. One simple scriptural incident I'll tell you. There was one king whose name was Trishanku. Vishwamitra ji wanted to prove that I am better than Vasishtha. I have a better power. So Vasishtha, Trishanku went to Vasishtha, I want to go to heavens with this body. Vasishtha Rishi said, Maaf karna, chaiye. Vasishtha said, no, I will do it. Why? I want to prove I am better than you. Who? Vishwamitra. Started doing tapasya. Okay? Then he sent with his power. With his body is going. Indra has one with Vajra, put him down. He started coming down. Vishwamitra said, to me you're challenging? He created another big plane like heaven for Trishanku. Now half of the people you will say, that it is. The powers of this, it is beyond our comprehension. It just came to me, let me just tell you. Ramakrishna Paramahansa, have you heard?
Yes.
Yeah, Ramakrishna Paramahansa. Now, once it came that he was staying in Dakshineshwar and doing a puja. And another pujari came and started yelling and this pujari, what you are telling, this person is good, this and that and that. See, when I do the puja, I have a siddhi to, do all mantras. Even if I don't sit, means chant, they all are sung by my inner voice. And then everyone told that this is how this person is telling. He says, Ramakrishna said, what can I do? Let him do. He says, no, we want you to, show him his place. He says, bring his deity only and put it in a very big jar and water. And then you do the abhishek. Then they put, I'm not taking the name of the deity, and please don't ask me, because then it becomes something different. So the metal deity is put in a very big jar. Everyone is there. And Ramakrishna Paramahansa requests Bhagavan, please swim. And the Murti started swimming in Abhishek water. Now, Ramakrishna Paramahansa, everyone knows that he was having all siddhis in his mind and pocket, but he never actually used them for anything. When it was really required, then only it is expressed. Otherwise, he was always only gave a discourses of devotion and right understanding. Okay, so hope you understand now the power of this instrument which we are talking about, this instrument. Hope it is really in your mind ki what you have and what I am doing. This is a point to be understood by us. क्या मिला है और मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ इसके साथ? Is this clear? Now what I have done, that I cannot undo it. But what I will do, now it's in my hand. Right from this moment, it is now in my hand. This is the point. जब पता ही नहीं था, तब तो ज्ञान से जो हुआ वो हुआ. पर जब पता चल गया, now what can I do? That one has to be very clear about. So, we have understood that how these three different bodies are. And hope, moreover, it is clear because we are going little ahead, one by one. So, one thing, if it is clear, it is a great understanding for all of us. Avasthatrayam kim Jagrat Swapna Sushupti Avastha Iti Avastha. Okay, so what are the three states? Jagrat Avastha, Swapna Avastha, Sushupti Avastha. What is called a Jagrat Avastha? So, question is asked and the answer. Enquiry. Please repeat. Shotradi Jnanendriyehi Shabdadi Vishayescha Jnayate Iti Yasa Jagrat Avastha Sthula Sharira Vimani Atma Vishva Ityuchyate. Now it is said, what is called as Jagrat Avastha, what is called as waking world? Shotriyadi Jnanendriyehi Shabdadi Vishayescha Jnayate. Now please understand, there are 5 sense organ of perception and there are 5 sense objects. Okay? And then interaction between this and that is happening in one state which is called as waking state. What are the 5 different objects? Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. There are only 5 objects in this world. Only 5. What? Shabda means word, sound. Sparsha means touch. Rupa means form. Gandha means smell. And what else? Rasa means taste. These are the only 5 objects of the world. We see thousands of objects, but they are categorized in these 5 different types only. And interaction, when it happens with this world, that is called as objects of the world. And when the interaction happens with indriyas and the objects, That state is called as waking world. Simple to understand? Now what happens? In the waking world, the impression on our mind, that is to be noted. Good, bad or mediocre, whatever it is. Every action is forming impression on our mind. Okay. Sthula Abhimani Atma Vishwa Ityuchyate. Abhimani means identification. When there is too much of identification with this body, then that Ahankara Rupa is called as Vishwam. That's the technical word given. Nothing to bother about it much. Next, what is called as dream state? Swapnavastha ke piche Jagratavasthayam yad Drishtam yat Shrutam tarjanita Vasanaya Nidra samaye Ya prapancha Sa swapnavastha Sukshma sharira vimani atma Taijasa ityuchyate. Now what is called as swapna avastha? Jagrat avasthayam, in the Jagrat avastha, yad drishtam, that what you see, yad shrutam, that what you listen, tad janita, like all your interaction with the world, and because of that, tad janita, there is something which is created. What is that? Vasana. What is called as vasana in English? Impression. Then what happens? Nidra samaye. Then you then go to one state called as, so called as sleep. Ya prapancha pratiyate. The mind projects all your impression on its own surface. That means mind is only projecting whatever I have experienced in the waking world, in dreaming world. So your dream is nothing but the impression of your waking world. So it can be anything. Now first and foremost we have to understand, mind is subtle, right? Please note it. When the body gets dropped, the subtle body does not get destroyed. Please note it. Subtle body continues. And according to my vasanas, then I again take up another physical body. That means the mind is same from the birth, which is called as beginningless, till today. You are carrying your mind from how many births? Bulu bulu. That's how one has to understand. My God. This mind and intellect I am carrying from beginningless time. Everyone. And if there is a change, it is only because if you create right impressions. So to change the state of mind, the cause is right impression I have created. Then there is a change of mind. So sapna is what? Sapna is nothing but impression of my waking world in my dream state. And that is only a sapna. So that Swapna which I myself focus on the surface of the mind, it is nothing but illusion. It is what? It is an illusion which is created. Who is creating illusion? My mind. Please note it. My mind is creating illusion. Okay. Now, in that illusion, please note, please note. You are watching what? I am a king. Or whatever you want to imagine. And I have this and that and that. And one day, my enemy king came. And then we had a fight. And I lost the battle. And then my whole glory is gone. And I have now become the slave. This all is what? Now please imagine. You are yourself a king and you are only an enemy in your dream. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
That means whatever is experience, it is appearing because of n number of things and beings, but those things and beings, nothing but me, myself. Yes or no?
Yes.
Then what experiences I am getting? In dream you have a good as well as bad experience. Yes or no?
Yes.
Who is creating that experience?
My
Little louder.
impressions.
So, if I am creating my own impression and my own so-called as experiences in this dream, why can't I do the same in waking world? That means I am only creating experiences. Example. Like if experience, the situation is tough, but your mind is very strong, what will be your experience? Boloji. Fine. Glorious. Situation is beautiful. Everything is fine. Your mind is depressed. Leave me alone. Close all the doors. Close the doors. Let me sleep. Who is creating?
Mind.
Whose mind? Hope you are understanding. Who is creating your depression? Swamiji, because of these people. I'm depressed because of these people. Nobody. You are the source of your depression. And you are the source of your joy. Nobody is making you joyful and nobody is making you miserable. It is all misconception. It is all wrong notion. Deep sleep. What is a deep sleep? Atha sushuptyavasthaka aham kimanapi na janami sukhena maya nidra anubhuyata इति सुषुप्ति अवस्था कारण शरीर अभिमानी आत्मा प्राज्ञेत्युच्यते. What is called as deep sleep? Kimapi aham na janami. What is the state where I do not know anything? That is a state called as deep sleep. What it is? Sukhena maya nidra anubhuva. I just experience the bliss in my deep sleep. It is sushupti avastha. Okay, now please note the inner meaning. Who is the experiencer? Mind is experience. Please note these points. Is mind there in deep sleep?
It is. No. It is.
So, the mind is not there in deep sleep. Why? Because whatever is experienced, there is no experience of the world object around you. Zero. Do you experience anything in deep sleep? There is only one instrument which is called as mind, which experiences. And there is no experience. Logic says there is absence of mind. Simple. Is this clear to everyone? Okay. Now please note, when the mind is absent, that which was experiencing, that was not there, then how do I know I was blissful?
Sakshi of all the things.
आपको नहीं बोलना है. ये तो आपको जरूरी नहीं है इस क्लास की. इसको याद रखना है. Don't spoil it. This is for people to experience it and not for answer. समझ में आ गया? That means there is someone who is self-knower. Self-knower. That means one who is self-aware of itself, of its true blissful nature. All my statement, you have to first understand what I am saying. हिंदी में कह ही देता हूँ. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि माइंड न रहने पर भी ऐसा कुछ वहां है जो अपने आप में ही जागृत है, जो अपने आप में ही ज्ञानी है, जो अपने आप में ही आनंद स्वरूप है. ऐसा कुछ तो वहां है. क्या है वो हम आपको बताएंगे हमारे इवनिंग सेशन
के बाद.
क्या है
जो आनंद में
कौन है?
क्या है?
कौन है?
Hope it is clear now. यहाँ तक तो आ गए. My God,
Yes.
there is something. Without anything, it is free of its own. So what we have done in this class, so today we started with Atma Tattva in our morning and in this class, and we have seen Atma Tattva definition. What was definition? Then 3 bodies, it is not. 5 koshas, it is not. Witness to 3 steps. This we have completed. Yes or no?
Yes.
What is remaining? Sat,
Chit,
Chit,
Anand.
Anand. That will come now. Everything is explained beautifully, huh? Sula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, Karana Sharira. Then all the three states. Then Pancha Kosha will come. But it is all connected to the three states of and three bodies connected to. But the most important which is coming in the next session is that which is called as Sat Chit Ananda aspect. What it is. What it is. So this is how the slowly this text moves with the clarity about everything around you and what is with you. Please note what I said. It has given a clarity about everything around you as well as what is there with you. Full clarity. And why it is there with you, that is also given. Okay? Please repeat. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Hari Om. Thank you for being